Welcome back, everybody. My name is Jax, and today we are coming live from one of the barns. And in particular, it is a barn that I burned down a year and a half ago. Yes, it's not fixed yet, but we're about to fix it. So, thought I would show it off one last time before it gets fixed. But I did a TikTok video today or recently where I talked about how life is ridiculous. And I firmly believe that life is ridiculous. And I wanted to use this as like a backdrop, as a like talking point, as a thing that I can like talk about this essentially. Because for a long time now, for like a year and a half, I have always walked by this barn and felt a lot of shame because it was a dumb mistake that I made that caused this. It was just like a stupid moment where I wasn't thinking. And so like every time I looked at it, I was like, I'm so dumb. And yes, I was dumb. You know, I won't make the same mistakes that I made then, again. However, life is ridiculous. There is absolutely no playbook for how to live a life. And if anybody tells you that there is a playbook, they are lying. There isn't. Everyone's life is unique and different. And there is absolutely no accounting for random mishaps and crazy things that happen and things like that. So you can live your life in two ways, I figure. This is how I see it anyway. You can live your life regretting the decisions you made and the choices and the outcomes that happened. Or you can accept that life is ridiculous. Nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody has like ideas and concepts of what they're doing and they're trying to do different things and stuff like that. But nobody actually has like a good, like thought out plan that's just going to see them through the whole way. You know, sometimes people get lucky and it turns out that way, but nobody can actually have like I know this is going to happen and it's fine. And like life is ridiculous. Like I said in the TikTok video, something like we used to like just live on the plains of Africa. That's where we evolved, and now we are this advanced civilization that can destroy the planet. We can travel around the planet on these metal tin cans flying in the air or on the water or just on the land. And, we make all of these like ridiculous situations and we have to pay taxes and we have to do all of these ridiculous things. So the idea that you have to take life very seriously and, you have to regret your decisions and be like, oh, I'm so dumb, and just keep repeating over the same things. Like, no, that's not, you don't have to do that. You can choose to do that, but it's not very productive. I love this saying, and I heard it from like a hunter or something. And he said, when a deer runs in the forest and it trips and it like scrapes its shoulder, it moves on. It's paid for that mistake. It's paid for that thing and it moves on with its life. It runs through the forest and, most of the time it'll heal and it'll move on. And humans are the only species that constantly look back at our mistakes and go, man, I was so dumb. That was so stupid. Like, why did I burn the barn down? Why did I make that dumb mistake? And we're constantly beating ourselves up for it. And not just us, our friends, our families remind us of dumb situations that we did and make us feel bad about them. They're like, hey, you remember when you burnt the barn down? And then I feel like an idiot all over again. No more. I'm done with that. Like, it happened, a mistake was made. I thought the fire was out when it wasn't. And then, it consumed part of the barn. I'll just point out, quickly to defend myself, which I don't have to do. The rest of the barn is absolutely fine. It's just this corner that, it's got smoke covered. And then this part, the wall, the roof is caved in a little bit, which is an easy fix. This is like a 2-day fix. But, I keep paying for this mistake and I'm done paying for it. If somebody in my family's like, oh, you remember when Jax burnt the barn down? I'll be like, yep, happened. Moving on. Oh, well, nothing I can do. Nobody got hurt. It didn't cause any long-term damage, just to my pride, which I didn't have before. So nothing really lost there. But it is ridiculous to take life seriously. There is no point in doing it. There is no point. I'm telling you, if you are worried about, like I used to be so worried about homework, like little assignments or exams that I would have, I'd be like, oh, this is gonna kill me. Like I can't do it. It's too stressful. I'm not going to be able to weather the storm. Like this assignment, I just, and I can't even remember any of the specific assignments that I used to be worried about, any of the homework that I used to freak out about. And it was such a big deal in my head back then, and like, even like my past relationships and all this stuff. Like I thought that these things were just these insurmountable problems that are going to end me. I survived them all, as far as we know, like none of these things are going to come back to bite me in the butt. I don't think my 7th grade spelling homework is going to rear its ugly head and like, become the villain of my life. It's not going to happen. And so taking any situation completely seriously is wrong. I understand that there is a need to take certain situations a little bit seriously, to approach them with an open mind and to think about things, like there are problems in your life that you do have to figure out, right? But to take them 100% seriously is just a waste of your energy. It really is. Like, think about it carefully, treat people with compassion and love, give them the benefit of the doubt, but you do not have to take everything so seriously, and you don't have to let it affect you every single day for the rest of your life, And I know humans are so good at regretting their past decisions and going, man, if only I had done it this way. If only I had invested in Apple or Amazon in the 2000s, like whatever. But you didn't, so move on, right? Like it didn't happen, or it happened the way it happened, and you can't change the past. Like it's one of those like things that like physicists and religious people and all of these people can agree that you cannot change the past. So you just have to move on from it. You just have to allow yourself to forgive yourself and move on. There really is no taking it that seriously, because at some point we are all going to end up in the ground or in the air or in the ocean or in space. We're all going to end up not here. So the idea that like, oh, I have got to be so serious and I've got to take this like, whatever. No, like I have always advocated for personal responsibility, looking after, the people in your life, looking after your life, taking accountability for it. But I never said you had to be serious and you had to take it like on the chin, So many of us go through life not accepting the ridiculousness that is living on this planet in 2023. Like, it boggles the mind. I mean, you watch these politicians, you watch the crazy things that happen in the news, and it's all crazy. We could go tomorrow, an asteroid could knock this little planet off its course tomorrow, and that would be it. So I really advocate for finding the things that you love, whether it's people, places, things, whatever you love, find it, guard it, have fun with it, enjoy it, take pictures of it, remember it, but then just get ready to say goodbye, because like we are not promised to be here forever. And so it's so incredibly silly. Life is just wild. So that's my little 2 cents. I wanted to like show off my mistake one last time, like all the burnt stuff. So yeah, take it all in, because after it's gone, the only thing that'll remind me of it will be my family occasionally going, hey, remember when Jax burnt the barn down? I did not burn the barn down. It is totally fine. Like the whole rest of this barn is completely fine. It's this little corner. So yeah, but soon my mistake will be not just in the past, but physically there will be no real remains of my mistake. So I'm getting over it. And maybe this video is like its final send-off. So maybe I'll just send this to my whole family and just be like, you know what? There you go. I've admitted it. I've documented it. This will be the only record of this mistake. And whatever, like people make mistakes every single day. Don't beat yourself up for them. I've made way worse mistakes than this. But yeah. So guys, let me know what you think. Life is ridiculous. Let me know about your ridiculous lives and how everything is going. And as always, guys, ready? I will talk to you guys tomorrow.